We're live! It's been a minute since the last live stream. And the sun is making me look chopped. Hang on. Ugh. It's somewhat better? I don't know. Looks fine enough. Alright, let me pull up the stream on here. Boop. 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 Okay. Hello, nobody. How are you doing? We'll set chat right there. Let me tweet out the stream and then we'll get into it. Been a minute since the last stream. Been a minute. Hi, Ard. Yes, I missed both of you. Live ranking bad. Whoops. Bad FNAF song lyrics. Whoops. Let me know if the audio and stuff is good. It looks good on my end. OBS updated, so weird stuff. It might be, stuff might be broken. Can't watch the stream today? Well, thank you for popping in, I appreciate it. Thanks for coming in and saying hi. I don't, chat is not showing up on OBS. I don't know. I don't remember how to do it. There it is. Yes, and my phone is dangerously low on that. Oh my god, I want to sign in. Fine. One sec. I mean, yes, I'm doing this on purpose so that more people can come in. Oh my god, what the heck is my password? Damn, how do I not remember my own password? Oh my god, they emailed me a code. This is very fitting music. One sec. Yeah. OBS continues to be the bane of my existence. Stop! I just want to pull up chat. Oh my god. There was an issue signing you into YouTube. I'm about to... I don't want to troubleshoot. I just want to pull up chat. Stop. Bro, what? Technical difficulties indeed. There it is. Oh my god. Okay. So, the plan for today... Let me make sure I don't have like a password or anything showing. The plan for today... This tier list. FNAF song lyrics tier list. This was made by Sebby on Twitter, I think. Yeah, Sebby. You know, I think it's an interesting idea. You know me, I need ideas for tier lists, so this is perfect. Yeah, I mean, without further ado, we'll just get into it. My hair's a mess. I'm a mess, but you know what? We got FNAF World. Was that is that a good oh my god or a bad oh my god? Alright, we'll get some nice peaceful music going. So, these lyrics are from FNAF fan songs. Oh my god, there's so many ads. Oh my god, it's Unreal FNC. How are you doing, Unreleased? Yeah, so, a good one, okay. I don't think I don't think most of these songs are bad. They just have a few lyrics in them that are a little silly. I'm not gonna play them just because copyright, and I don't want to have to keep adjusting the audio levels, but I'll sing them. I also don't know all of these songs, but you know, we'll just rank them based on how fire they are. So, first and foremost. Oh, different, okay. Alright, chat. You're gonna get Opera Bernie Bear today. And I think these are in order of... Never mind. Alright. I always get this dream, short circuit. Dirty thoughts, I can't go on anymore. Is it so extreme? So certain, wary thoughts, this is as far as you'll go, I want you back. This is not from a song. This is not... This cannot be from a FNAF song. What? What is this even talking about? Alright, so the tiers are glorious lyrics, good, it's fine, bad, this effing sucks, funny but not bad. Sucks. Yeah, this I don't even... I always get this dream short circuit. Dirty thoughts, I can't go on anymore. Is it so extreme? Wary thoughts, this is as far as you'll go, I want you back. It does sound like a parody. Oh my god. Okay. Next one. So you say you're not afraid, but contortions in your face. They keep giving you away. Take a good look. There is terror in the mask, getting closer to your desk. We're behind you on the bed. We'll see you soon. Have you figured out it's me with your theory? I don't... Also, if you know the song that these lyrics originate from, and I don't, please let me know. Just because... I don't know. Be nice to know. This one's better than the last one. For sure. Nothing. They can't get worse than this. This one incorporates, like, mechanics with the desk, mask, the bed. It's fine. It's fine. 5 innocent lives I took before their time. Yikes. It's alright, I'll be fine. Even though they died, a part of them survived. I'll make them unalive. Yikes. This one's more in line with FNAF than this one still. You rarely listen to FNAF songs? No, it's okay. It's okay, FNC. It's okay. The only FNAF you need to be engaging with is me. Homelander Bernie Bear. I just finished watching the new episode of The Boys, and it was good. Yeah, this one's a little rough. Not as good as this one. Not as bad as this one, just mid. Just a remnant of a soul inside a shell. I can tell by destroying them, but this time there's no gore like before. Wasn't pretty, but it needed to be done for my son. 2-3. I mean, like, gore before, I like that rhyme. But not great still. For what he did to me, he's gonna die. The others agree he needs to die. Will never be free until he dies. That one I kinda... The wording's a little rough, but I like the repetition with die. He's gonna die. He needs to die. Will never be free until he dies. I kind of like that one. I'm putting that at good. I like that one. Alright, I know this one. I'll sing this one. I'll sing the ones I know. You'll burn alive when you hit night 5. That... I don't think it's That's Life in Five Nights at Freddy's 3. I think it's That's Right in Five Nights at Freddy's 3. It's DA Games' FNAF 3 song. I think it's I'm the Purple Guy. It's... I really don't think it's That's Life in Five Nights at Freddy's 3. I think it's That's Right in Five Nights at Freddy's 3. I'm fairly certain that's what it is. There's... No, it's not this one. Oh god, what is it? I am the purple guy. Yeah, that song goes hard. It's really That's Life in Five Nights at Freddy's 3? Oh my god, all this time I thought it was That's Right in Five Nights at Freddy's 3. That brings it down a little. That's... But like, you'll burn alive when you hit night 5. I like that part. I like that one. But yeah, the second half's a little rough. This one's not bad. I don't know why it's on this list. This one's from Lights Out. It's a daycare attendant song. While mom is drinking at the bar and dad's in Gator Golf getting par. I like this one. I don't see a problem with that. I don't see a problem with that. It fits perfectly. Oh, this is a duplicate, so I guess we'll just leave it out of there. Welcome to the Five Nights at Freddy's experience. For your safety, for the children's safety, and for those around you, run, run. Here, I'm gonna move this one down to funny. No, it is bad. Never mind. This one's just bad. I don't really know. I don't see how that works in a song. We all know this one. Hi kids, do you like violence? Want me to grab a spare bear suit and stuff you inside it? This one's not bad. I mean, the first line's a little rough, but I like the pacing of it. This one's good. I like this one. Should have known this would have taken eternity. Waitin', I'm waiting. Will it ever release? This is the FNAF community lyric right here. This you can summarize the entire FNAF community in this line right here. Should have known this was taking eternity. Waitin', I'm waiting. Will it ever release? That's the FNAF community right there. That's the FNAF community right there. I want you to know the ebb and flow of my own show from head to toe. You will be scared and not prepared for what I have in store for you. That one's just bad. Your presence here fills me with fear. That's the extent of my career. I don't know why you even try to sing me your dumb lullaby. No, I can't flee. Calamity is everywhere I turn. Some of these are rough. This one's like a lot. Hey kid, why do you moan? We can't help but... Oh, this one... Okay, hang on. This one's from DA Games' FNAF 4 song, I think. Hey kid, why do you moan? We can't help but notice that you're home alone. Your parents clearly don't trust you to be away without a phone call. That's not all. Your flashlight is limited. That can't be much to help you keep you prohibited. Don't be scared. It's not like we care. Your nightmare is all that we wanted prepared. Ooh, this one's good. I like this one. This one's fine. Also, let me check something. Yes. Okay. Oh. Alright. This one's the Living Tombstones FNAF 3 song. I hope you die in a fire. Hope you'll be stabbed in the heart. Hope you'll get shot and expire. Hope you'll be taken apart. Hope this is what you desire. Oh yeah, nobody. That one is indeed in here. That's in here. Where is it? That one is it's in here. Yep, there it is. I don't know. I don't have a problem with this one. Hold up. We got a story so unholy. Matrimony has a place in our sanctimony. We weren't the same since the day our eternity faded within mechanical debauchery and carnal dismay. This fucking sucks. Oh my god, what is this? Yeah, I'm the bite of 87. My brain and thoughts are my weapon. You ready to learn your lesson? Don't ever follow a peasant or stranger into the dark. You'll need repairs. I'm tearing you all apart. Bro, I don't even... I don't know that one. I feel like we're not going to have any in the funny but not bad category. Maybe like... I'll move this one down there. Just so we can fill out all the tiers. You're a bunch of brats who hate adults, so quit with the petty, lame insults. They say this place is made for kids. Is that a joke? I think it is. We'll say goodbye at morning light. Want to play tomorrow night? Actually, I'm kind of busy. That one was that one's not bad until that last line. That's not bad. That's that one's not bad until the last line. I'll take you to my den and I call it Pirate's Cove. I don't have a problem with that. That one's fine. Oh, okay. I ask my mates if they want to escape, and they say they do, but not in the same way. Well, maybe I don't understand, but I will do the best I can to help them find a way to see a brighter day. Are these all from the same song? Because they're all in the same color, in the same at the same place. It's just bad. It seems to me that you like our company. You play again, and it's usually me to be the first disturbing being that you see. That one's still... They took away my face, they took away my arm. No, it just isn't fair. The chicken and the bear, even the fox didn't go through what I had to bear. Yo, rhyming bear with bear? That's crazy. Bro. My name is Bonnie, I'm the big purple bunny. I play guitar in a band, don't you forget who I am. Dude, I don't know what song that is, but that might be the worst song in history. Oh, I wonder if Jackie's Box is in here. I don't think it is. Aww. How do you not have Jackie's Box, the Bonnie song? I've never listened to that. Peak fiction. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What is the Fetch song doing in here? What is Fetch doing in here? Let's join and play Fetch. Don't care if I make a mess. Let's join and play Fetch. With what you say, I become obsessed. Let's join and play Fetch. Don't care if I make a mess. Let's join and play Fetch. With what you say, I become obsessed. This one's good. Why is this in here? That's fine. Okay, now we're in like the Dawko. This one's also Dawko. So is Fetch. There's a part of me known to psychology, breaking down my sanity, or my anxiety, waking cause I cannot see, know what's in front of me, hey, yeah. But there's a part of me who knows deep down I'll see. Okay, this one's not bad. Dawko can cook, okay? These ones are not bad. Alright, this is another DA game. Oh, this is I'm the Purple Guy by DA Games. So I trapped myself away from immortal dismay, then the blood so profound came to send me down all the cable in my brain, making me go insane, but the soul still lives. I am the purple guy, come to see the show tonight. The rap part is a little cringy. But, you know, funny but not bad. Like, it doesn't ruin the song for me. This one is unfixable. Recognize that from the first line. We are the tortured, we're not your friends. So long as we're not visible, we are unfixable. We are the curses, crumbled inside. Look left or right, we're unthinkable. Our fate is now unfixable. This one's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Have we done just like a FNAF fan song ranking? I know we've done Dawko's, but I don't think we've done like just a general fan song ranking. I don't know why we haven't. All right, this one I don't like this one. I know what song it's from. It's We Are the Phantoms. We are the phantoms, we will haunt you. We are the phantoms, we will kill you. I don't like this one. First off, it's very rough sounding. Like I don't mind the beat, like bum 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 bum, but there's just something about saying it that's just really unsatisfying. Shakespeare ain't got nothing on this. Dang right. Yeah, plus this one's not even accurate. The phantoms can't kill you. So, worst one on the tier list. I know this... I know these lyrics. I've heard this song before, but I don't know what it's called. Here comes another chapter, chapter, chapter. Your heart is beating faster, faster, faster. Cause you're the one we're after, after, after. 5 Nights at Freddy's 4. Thank you for bringing us home. Dude, the digital footprint goes crazy. It's a good thing Art isn't here. He would have a field day with listening to me sing. I know you guys are probably getting a kick out of it, too. Nobody in FNC. I don't mind this one. It's fine. I'm gonna move this one down. Yeah, I don't mind that one. This one's from Darkest Desire 2. Call me master man behind the master plan. I'ma do what I want with a friend like you. Me, you, me. Why does it have to be me? 'Cause you are the key to my brilliant, magnificent plan. I don't know. The middle's a little rough, but I like the first line. That one's really... I like... Call me master man behind the master plan. I really like that. That's fine. This is an Into the Pit song, I take it. Behold the ball pit, a place where reality seems to split. Count to 100, close your eyes. Beware the monster in disguise. Hang around for the big surprise. Come close, become one with our franchise. All your friends want to sing with us. Follow us, we have much to discuss. It's cringe, but you love it. Yeah, Dako, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. Dako's songs are a little cringy, but they're mostly all bangers. Not this line, though. This one sucks. The one we just read, I don't know. It's one thing to rhyme, but you have to make it good. Fortnite creative unreleased props. Unreleased items and props update number 67. Hi, Epzonaris. Sorry if I completely butchered that. Alright. The night is still young, and the fun's just begun. You've been played like your girl. Oh, I know this one. This is Pizza the Action. Why is this in here? The night is still young, and the fun's just begun. You've been played like... No, hang on. I gotta remember it. The night is still young, and the fun's just begun. You've been played like your grave of arcade cabinets. When you've gate stomped by gators and wolves at the door. When the power is down, you can't bear anymore. When each tick of the clock has you checking your watch, and the chicken is watching you hungry for gore. This one's a banger. Why is this in here? I love Pizza the Action is probably my favorite Security Breach song. Oh, that's just how you spell it. She's 17, Scott. I don't even know what you're talking about. What? 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 Nobody, I'm very confused. What? I'm sorry, nobody. I'm sorry. Forgot about the channel. Been subscribed for 3 years. You're just inactive on the account. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Believe me, I'm inactive on this account too when it comes to posting. So all good. This is another Pizza the Action one. What does she's 17 Scott mean? What? Okay. Another one. So come pick your destiny off of the menu, or be laid to rest in your favorite venue. In this amusement park, you are the superstar. We know that you'll go far, but you must choose your path. I can't read that. It's up to you. Okay. Pizza the Action's fine. Oh, Scott Pilgrim. I don't know anything about Scott Pilgrim. Hi, Nightmare Freddy. No, you're not. Well, we're not finished yet. But thanks for showing up. Everything just goes in slow motion. I don't have time to cause commotion. Out of context, that's a little weird. Oh god, what is this? Maybe I can get out of what you want to be my fate. I don't want to do it anymore. 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 I think they want to do it some more. This is pretty bad too. Alright, this is from Dako's FNAF 1 movie song, which I don't remember the name of. He was a very bad man. Nothing stopped him hurting you. Yeah, that one's rough. Wait, you want my sister, you want her forever. No, don't ever take her, leave my sister alone. Yeah, Dawko's FNAF 1 movie song is a little rough. I think his second one's a lot better. What's this one? Oh, I have been known to be things I choose. Can't be me, but I could be you. It's too easy to fill these shoes. Watch me do what I do. I'm M-I-M-I-C. In this skin I be, I'm the enemy. They proceed to be condescending. How optimistic they can be. That's what they give for making me grash. Take when I EXE. What? What? It's a Mimic song, but it's awful. Yeah, I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised there's no Jackie's box in this. Endoskeleton Frick Bears? Frick Bears is a WFNAF game. Ah, there's some pieces I can pack together. My name is Arnold, not Schwarzenegger. I'm a workaholic, could afford a bender, and I call my boss a Terminator. You're on the clock. Beware when the bots all boot up. Something's fishy, nothing left to do, but enjoy my last meal like a true consumer. Packed a sandwich with extra tuna. What? Glorious. Glorious. I had no idea someone made a song about Arnold. That's crazy. Like a savage, scarf down the children. Hide better than I fight. I'm Michael Afton. Bro. What does this even mean? Like a savage, scarf down the children? Is Michael Afton eating the children? What? 5 a.m. I'm going steady. Now I'm screwed. It's Golden Freddy. That one's good. I like that one. Scott just woke up a nightmare, but his fans are really out for blood. Where's the game? Been waiting for so long. His Reddit post said, in the spring it'd come. I feel like this one's a parody. I mean, I feel like a lot of these are parodies, but this one in particular. All right, nobody, we got to your song. Do I really want to read this? This attraction is great. So many guards I can... Till I can't see straight. Where can I start? I'm addicted to guards. This one's a meme. He's bisexual. This attraction is great. So many guards I can... I mean... I like the beat. I like that. They could have chosen a better word. This attraction is great. So many guards I can discombobulate. Holy peak. Spring like a spring trap. Gonna get trapped. Glitch like a glitch trapped. Gonna get trapped. Who's making these songs? Who was making these? Hey Freddy, well I gotta say, turning in the badge was my happiest day. But still, I hope and pray, hey Freddy, if I could do it again, starting before the bite of 87, I bet I could save them. I'm a mimic of myself and I feel so ruined. A mimic of myself, I don't feel so human. And now I can't be helped. What the hell am I doing? I just feel so lost. I wrote a note on the front, it said help wanted. There was a breach. It was ruined with death haunted. Hi, Joey. Who is writing these lyrics? Alright, and the last one. Because this one's just a duplicate. I know this song, but I don't remember what it is. You dare bring your filth into my lair? Well then, let us descend. Reborn again, our suits are now refined, breathing new life inside our tombs tonight. You have no idea what we've been through, time and time again. Don't hold it on to our deadliest demise. We can't keep you alive. I was left behind. All this torture will unwind. I was never all that kind. If you were to rewind, then you would find I was left behind. Take your time to stop and... Fuck, I messed it up. Yeah, I don't know about most of these. Oh my god, nobody, you're right. Yeah, the Springtrap. This one was made by the same guy who made Story of Undertale. You're right. I don't hate this one. The first line's rough, but that part's nice. I like that one. And that's all. Nice. What time are we at? 30 minutes? Yeah, that was good. Unk bopping to FNAF songs. Hey, try before you deny. Yeah, so here is our tier list. Here's the tier list. Yeah. Obviously, there are more bad FNAF song lyrics than this. This is just the ones that are in this tier list. As you can see, there's a lot of bad lyrics, which makes sense. Yeah, it's a cool idea. I saw it, I was like, hey, this would make for a good live stream. I wonder if there's... Hang on, let me see if I can find another one. FNAF song lyrics tier list. Nope, I just did that one. Was it... This attraction is great, so many guards I can... Yeah, this is the only FNAF song lyrics tier list. There's a bird outside my window. W tier list? Yeah, that's... Yeah, W FNAF World Music. We love our Lily Gear Lake. Yeah, I don't know how quiet the music is, but if you can recognize it, that must mean it's good. Alright, well. We have two options here. Option A, I don't know why I said A instead of 1. We can end stream, just have it be like a quick little 30-minute stream. Option B, we could look at the theories tier list. I know they've added a lot more theories to that since last we checked it out. Obviously, we wouldn't fully update it, but, you know, we can take a look at some of the wacky, wild theories on there. If you guys want to do that, just let me know, I guess. Spam 14 in the chat. Yeah. Because I honestly didn't expect this tier list to go so quickly. I thought we would be on it for longer than half an hour. B? Let's do it? Okay. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to check up on it. Hi, Club Penguin. Just in time, we're checking out the FNAF Theories tier list to see what they did. Alright, let's watch it update in real time. Also, I don't know why I started fidgeting with my phone charger. Oh, Nightmare Freddy, that was you. Huh. It's all coming together now. It's all coming back to me. Unk still got it. What's the stream about? Well, I mean, it was this tier list, but we just finished it. So now we're taking a look at the FNAF Theories tier list to see what they added. Yeah, they added a lot. We are not doing all these. When will they stop making FNAF theories? Well, Joey, I hate to break it to you, but until the day Scott Cawthon releases a lore book where he goes through where he details the official lore himself, we're never going to stop getting these things. A lot of them are like slop, but you know. Alright. If you guys... Yeah, there's a lot. If you guys see any theories you want me to talk about and add to the tier list, let me know. Where do we even... A lot of these are just like... Nah. Andrew... Why is Andrew Pizza down here? Oh, they updated the image. I remember. Yeah, Andrew Pizza should be there. Where's Bear 5? That's a good question. I'm very surprised there's no Bear 5 theory, actually. Andrew... Oh, yeah, they just updated the image for this, because I think it was just the original image of the Vengeful Spirit, but now it's its own thing. So I'm going to move this up to... there. Oh, you can't make them all out? I'll zoom in a little. I know my webcam's blocking some of them, but just... yeah. Yeah, there's a lot here. And some of these we did before. Andrew posts in pre-MCI, we did that. We've done a lot of these. I think they just updated the images. Yeah, Joey, you can send your theories. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, no, Club Penguin, that's fine. Shadow Golden theory. Someone commented on my video. Shadow Golden. So I think this is just the theory that Shadow Freddy and Golden Freddy are the same. Let me just double check that. No, that's not what I want. Yeah, I'm assuming that's what it is. I don't hate that theory. I think it does a decent job at explaining why Shadow Freddy looks like Golden Freddy. I don't think it's true, but I don't hate it. Plus, there's evidence in like Princess Quest 2 with the princess who's golden having a shadow variant. I can see it. I don't think we know enough about the shadow animatronics to be able to say where they definitively come from, with the exception of like maybe Shadow Bonnie. Oh, Joey, that's fine. Dreadbear Antivirus. This one, I like this one. Oh my god, it's glitch. Shattered Stage 01 Fredbear is the only canon theory, by the way. Glitch, you're forgetting about FNAF Arkham. No, Dreadbear Antivirus. I really like this theory. If you guys remember, in a previous stream where we created our own theory on the theories wiki page, all in quotes, it was part of the theory. So I really like Dreadbear Antivirus. Doesn't have a lot of solid evidence, just a lot of good connections. But I like it. I like it. Sad that Party Hat isn't here. Yeah. Party Hat, they're in a better place now. Can you sum up the Curse of Dreadbear game? I don't really understand it. Well, Curse of Dreadbear is an in-universe DLC for Help Wanted, right? Do I spread my propaganda, or do I give you an actual description? I mean, the most noteworthy thing is the Vanny Mask. There's other lore stuff in there that backs up other theories. Yeah, I mean, I can't really sum it up, just because there's not really that much to sum up about it, without getting into, like, complete theories. Yeah. What else? What else? Edwin Puppet? Oh, he made that. Okay, I thought that was saying he possesses the puppet. If Shadow Freddy was Golden Freddy, it would be lame, since we would have no lore for Nightmare, and Shadow Bonnie would have just no base, unlike the... Yeah, that is true. I didn't even think about how that theory would affect Nightmare. So that, yeah. MCM created VR theory yet? Hey, once the Secret of the Mimic VR port comes out, then... No, Glitch, I need you to make that page. I need you to make that page. No, I don't think it's here. Honestly, Glitch, like, real talk here. Real talk. I don't hate that theory. I know it's like I really... I like the idea that Edwin created VR. I really like that idea. Just because he's already invented recycling, so why not? Plus, it would be cool because, like, the VR and AR world has so much ties to the modern era that tying it back to Edwin, that's cool. So I like that idea. I better see it on here one day. Yeah, there's just so many in here. And I'm not doing another 5 streams going through all these. We already did a lot. Edwin created everything. Edwin is God. Where's my God Edwin theory, huh? Where's God Edwin? Logic, I guess. So you have a theory that William Afton chose to kill Susie after Charlotte because he thought Susie saw everything and would have snitched. I agree with you that Susie comes after Charlie. Although, you know, in terms of William's direct kills, yes. Yeah, we've done enough theories, yeah. Yeah, I mean... Oh, this one. Toy Chica the high school years DCI theory is the theory. I'll just do this because I saw you brought it up, Nightmare Freddy. It's the theory that the Toy Chica the high school years cutscenes in UCN are about the DCI. I don't see anyone really arguing for this. I think it's pretty unanimously agreed that the victims in Toy Chica the high school years are the missing children incident victims. And I think the, you know, tomorrow is another day line that she says in the last cutscene is setting up the DCI. So I would put this in very unlikely. Nightmares? Oh, I know what this is saying, but I don't know what the theory is. I'm assuming it's just that the classics look like the Unnightmares. Why can't we find any of these? Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, Didophobia kind of debunks this, because the real version of the Nightmare animatronics is just really weird. There's a word for it. It's not... No, I'm gonna put this in debunked. I think Didophobia debunks this one. Yeah, glitch, yeah. VIP contradicts Tails' Pizzaplex theory on here. Actually, I saw your tweet on that. I didn't ask you. How does VIP contradict Tails? Is it like timeline stuff? Didophobia? Bro, okay. Last theory. William killed Charlotte, his buddy's daughter, because he got angry that Henry copied Fredbear's Family Diner and because he was also under the influence. I agree that William killed Charlie partially because he was under the influence. I think it's a combination of a lot of things. I think it's jealousy. I think it's because his son died. I think it was jealousy of Henry's perfect family. And I think it was jealousy of Henry's ability to love. You know, if you read the books, that's something that's like hammered over your head, that William cannot love. He never created anything with love. So I think all of those feelings William was feeling was amplified by the alcohol. And I think that's why he drives to Freddy's. He drives to Freddy's, sees Charlotte, wants to hurt Henry, kills her, speeds off. Midnight Motorist. The layout just generally contradicts it. Oh, the carousel. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, VIPs is smack dab in the middle of the atrium. Yeah, that makes sense. Shadow Watchmaker. What? Oh, Hitchhiker. So, Shadow Hitchhiker is the theory that Shadow Freddy, kind of attaches himself to Michael and follows him around. kind of like hide and seek from Fazbear Frights. I don't hate this theory, but I don't really think it's true. I think Shadow Freddy's just attached to Mike during FNAF 4. Why is there so many shadow theories? Just because the shadows are such big question marks, you know? We just don't know enough about them. Like, we assume that they're made out of agony, but we don't know anything else. Yeah, VIP is canon still. Yeah. Whoops. Guys, did you hear that? There was a loud thunder and it shook my... I don't know where I was going with that. One more thing, I haven't actually studied the books, so my theories might either be proved or debunked or wrong. Joey, I don't think any of the theories you said were debunked by the books. I don't think the books really impact them at all, to be honest, so... Keep on theorizing, my friend. Yeah. We'll go through a few more, and then we'll call it quits. When we upload the next short, I actually was playing around with a video, not a video, I was playing around with a short idea. Yeah, I was playing around with a short idea about who dropped the elevator at the end of Ruin. I've been hesitant to make it, though, just because I feel like it's a little, not outdated, but just past its prime. I can't really think of anything else, any other way to describe it. Just because I feel like no one really theorizes about that anymore. And the person I say who dropped it, I feel like their game's relevance is kind of fading, if that makes sense. But I might still make it. And then for long-form video, my next long-form video, I think is... I don't know. I have a bunch of ideas for videos. Like, I want to do a video talking about Cassidy and Andrew, and mainly, like, their characters, because I think that's something a lot of people overlook in Fazbear Frights. Cosmo, I know you did not just come in my chat and said, oil up. Okay, buddy. Yeah, I want to do a video on Cassidy and Andrew. I want to do a video talking about the Afton's houses, because I think that's something that, I don't know, I just think it's cool. And I also want to do a video where I go through a rewrite of Escape the Pizzaplex that I made. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. You always like the theory that the shadows were Springlock victims? I did too. I think before we knew about like agony and stuff like that, I think that's what I believed in. 3 more theories, but not that good. Hey, Joey, lay them on me. Bro came into my chat and said, oil up, brother. Only Cosmo. Only Cosmo. The idiots will jump you. Yeah. I don't even know what you're saying that to, Glitch. You can say that for all. You can say that for 2 of my ideas. What was your favorite FNAF game that you made theories on? Well, I mean, technically I haven't made a theory video on Secret of the Mimic, but Secret of the Mimic. Here, we'll just go full screen. We'll just go full screen. We'll just chat. We'll just chat for a little bit. Yeah, I mean, unless you count the Edwin Wallcode video, but I don't know. Yeah. What's the purple CEO? Well, it's a good question. Oh yeah, this is the theory that William is the CEO. I think just him, which, I mean, I think that's debunked by the books and movie and just in general. Full screen, yes sir, yes sir. Yes sir, yes sir. Because we could spend hours going through the remaining theories, but I don't know. Edwin Wallcode video was fire. Thank you, Glitch. Thank you. That means a lot. coming from someone who knows Edwin. I don't know where I was going with that. Thank you. Actually, since I have you guys here, I know I did a poll on YouTube, but I deleted it because I'm silly. Out of the 3 ideas for videos that I mentioned, which one do you guys want to see the most? The Cassidy versus Andrew one? The Escape the Pizzaplex rewrite? Or the Afton's house video? Afton House's video. Because I have the script done for the Pizzaplex rewrite. Cassidy and Andrew, I'm about halfway through. You know Ed when you guys go out for drinks. That's valid. And the Houses video, I'm about like a fourth of the way into. If we're being honest, I kind of don't want to do the Escape the Pizzaplex rewrite video just because I would have to get footage for for the visuals, which I don't want to do that. That will take forever. But I think it's a cool idea. Really, you guys are saying the Afton's house video. You guys know game. Yeah, I like all of the ideas, but the Afton's house video is probably my favorite. Really, you guys are all saying Afton house. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, because I do. It's a bit not controversial, but I think a lot of people just how do I explain this? I see a lot of people say, not everyone. I see like 50-50. People just assume that the FNAF 4 minigame house and Midnight Motorist house are the same, when I don't think they are. But it's not more so because of the evidence, but rather the narrative reason. You know, a lot of people combat the idea that they're different houses because, like, oh, why would they move? When I think if you look at the story, you look at the narrative, you look at William Afton's progression in the story particularly, I think it makes perfect sense why he would move, why he would start off next to Fredbear's Family Diner, and then move to the middle of the woods where nobody can see him to do experiment. I'm kind of spoiling the video, but who cares? To do experiments in the old MCM tunnels. Like, I think that makes perfect sense. Like, did I just spoil my own video? Yes, but I think it makes perfect sense. Yeah. Aren't y'all liking the stream? Club Penguin, my goat. No, I care more so that you guys are here and interacting than I do with likes. I see it as the FNAF 4 minigame houses one, and Midnight Motorist, FNAF 4 Menu Scream, and Curse of Dreadbear are the same. I agree, Glitch. I agree. I think the only time we see the house that's in the neighborhood is in the FNAF 4 minigames. I think the FNAF 4 title screen, Midnight Motorist, Curse of Dreadbear, 5 Laps at Freddy's, and Edwin's house, I think, you know, obviously before the Aftons, after the house that we see in Secret of the Mimic, I think those 5 instances are all the same house. And then I think the FNAF 4 minigame is separate. That comes before it. Then they move into the woods after Bite Victim dies. And, you know, yeah. Yeah, that's what I think. Also, I just thought of something. I got another idea for a stream. Alright, chat. I'm going to ask you a hypothetical here. I want you to be brutally honest with you. With me and you, obviously. What do you think of me doing a stream where I go through... This might sound... I'm kind of hesitant to do this just because when it comes to sharing, like, stuff that I've made, videos is one thing. Books and stories is another. We'll keep the music. I'll just bite the bullet. What would you guys think of me doing a stream where I go through an interactive novel that I wrote on Sister Location? I'm hesitant to ask you guys, And I'm hesitant for you guys to say yes, just because I don't love it, but I think it would be cool. We need ideas for streams, and it would be good to get feedback for it, just from like an author's perspective. What do you guys think of that idea for a stream? And like I can like, for the choices, I can like ask you guys in chat. All right, do you think we should do that or do that? So a fanfic, yeah, have like polls so you guys can interact with it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That you wrote? Yeah, I mean, row is a very loose word to describe it. A lot of it is just dialogue ripped from Sister Location that I expand upon. The reason I'm hesitant, though, is just because it feels a little too samey to the game. You know, I wanted to do something where you have this very linear, narrative-driven based game. I wanted to see if I could turn that into an interactive novel. I did, kind of, but I think it's too same. If I could redo it, I would do a different game than Sister Location. I'm also writing one with one of my friends, BJ. That's based off FNAF 4. That one's really good. I really like that one, and I kind of want to show you guys, just because I really like that one. Do you guys want a sneak peek? Do you guys want a sneak peek? I'm gonna show you guys a sneak peek. I don't know. I don't know. It's up to you guys. Yeah. So here's the interactive novel. QuickTime events. I don't know how you do that. Here's the Sister Location one. I really like this title. I like the title. I like the formatting I did for this. I tried to make it as official as possible. Hand it over. I don't know. I'm just really iffy about sharing my work, especially this kind of stuff. You don't care if it's the same thing as the game? Guys, you're too nice. No, I don't know. I'll probably do it. Yeah. There's like an intro. I added my own like lore and stuff, like why Michael went down there. And you know, I learned a new feature in Google Docs. You can link to you can link to the pages in the same document. That's perfect for interactive novels. Yeah. I don't know. But, and then the, whoops, yeah. Let me show you guys the FNAF 4 one, just because that's the one I'm more proud of. Because I'm working on it with a friend. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he wants me to show this, just because it's not, like, done yet. I'll try not to leak anything. Yeah. We haven't come up with a title yet. It's the FNAF 4 minigames, but in interactive novel form. I am very happy with this. I'm very happy with how this is turning out so far. I love this. I love this one. This one has so much more choices, right? This one has so many more choices. I love... No longer exists. Okay, we gotta fix that. Yeah, I love the FNAF 4 one. This is perfect. Like, I'm very happy with this is how it's turning. I love this one. But, you know, I wouldn't show it yet. I mean, I am right now. I wouldn't make a stream on it just because it's not finished yet. But the party. See, I was joking with him. What if we call it the week before? It's taken. That's good, but it's taken. Yeah. No, I'm really happy with this one. I know I keep saying that, but that's one I'll share with you guys. I will 100% share this with you because it's so good. Banger of a title, let's hear it. Yeah, if you guys have title suggestions for it. Yeah, it's not finished yet. If you want, we've been going for a little under an hour, so it's up to you guys. If you want, since I'm one of the authors on this, I'm a co-author, I can leak this stuff the week before the bite. If you want, we can do like a read-through of it. Would you guys be opposed to that? Because plus it would be good to get like feedback and stuff for like, hey, I think you should expand this. Hey, maybe add a choice here. I would be down with that. What do you guys think? Would you guys be opposed to me giving you a little sneak peek of the FNAF 4 interactive novel? I know I really should do the sister location one, but we'll save that for a different stream. Story time with Bernie Bear. The Big Bite. That's not bad. I like that. Yeah, it's really hard to come up with it. Yeah, you should. Okay. Okay. Alright. I don't know how to do polls on here. Oh, okay, never mind. I know how. Alright. Yeah, Club Penguin, that's fine. That's fine. So we'll do a read through of this. I'll do a poll and everything to make it official. You should make streams and just make full-length videos of the streams, like Gideon does. I thought of that before, but I don't know if I would do that. The streams are still up. You can watch them after. But anyway, before I lose you guys, here is a sneak peek. What did I just do? Here's a... Did that work? Okay. Here's a sneak peek of the interactive novel. Alright. Ignore the planning page. Alright. This is... We were just playing around with that. Alright. Yeah, it's fine. You guys don't have to... It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Alright. You are Garrett. I'm gonna... Pause the music. You are Garrett, the middle child of a dysfunctional family. Every day, you're scolded by your father, ignored by your mother, overshadowed by your new baby sister, and constantly bullied by your mean older brother, Mike. You find comfort and escape in the cast of Fredbear and Friends, often being accompanied by your best and closest friend, a plushie of the show's mascot, Fredbear. It also helps that you're within walking distance of Fredbear's Family Diner, the flagship restaurant owned by your father and surrogate uncle. There's just one problem. You are deathly afraid of the animatronic performers at the restaurant because of something traumatic you saw. So traumatic that you haven't dared speak of it. And Mike knows this. It's for this reason, as well as general teenage angst, that he torments you. Now, with your 7th birthday party coming up in a week being held at Fredbear's, you'll do anything to escape the clutches of the monsters from your nightmares, as well as your brother. Thanks, Glitch. I do want to make this part longer. In the actual interactive novels, the last paragraph usually, if I remember correctly, directly transitions into the first chapter. I want to do that. I just haven't gotten around to it. I wrote kind of like the first half of this, and BJ just went through and polished it. Alright. 5 days until the party. What did you do this time? You hear the voice of your Fredbear plushie speaking to you again. Its voice is understanding, yet stern. He locked you in your room again. Don't be scared. I am here with you. Hesitantly, you get off your bed. Your doors... I'm going to change that to the door is closed. The door is closed, and you are left alone with the eerie silentness of your bedroom. The usual humming of the ventilation is accompanied by distant cars zooming by outside in the background. You stand in the middle of your room, carefully deciding where to go. Little Easter egg there. The distant cars zooming by is a reference to how in one of the ambient tracks you can hear cars zooming by in the minigames. Also, I'm going to plug my phone in. Hopefully this does not dox anything. It sounds a lot like FNAF 4. Hold on to your seat. Alright, we're going to do the first poll. Hang on. Hang on, I'm trying to find the... Okay. Please don't dox my information about my phone. I don't think it did. Okay, we're good. Oh, there it is. Does this assume the plush is an imaginary friend or Afton? Something I made a point to, with BJ. This interactive novel, we tried to keep it as minimal as possible with outright directly saying stuff, if that makes sense. I know that sounds really unsatisfying, but for stuff like Psychic Friend Fredbear, we kept that... I made it a point to include evidence for both sides. There's evidence that it is Afton, I think. There's also evidence that it's imaginary. In one of the scenes, which I don't think we'll get to, the plush appears out of nowhere, which Bite Victim doesn't comment on it, but it's meant to be a clue for the reader that could be used as evidence to point them in it being imaginary. The reason we did that, we didn't commit to anything, is because it's not official, right? If Scott Cawthon were to tell us to make this into an official product, then we would commit to something. We would commit to either it being Afton or imaginary. Since this is just a fan project, it's fan fiction, I don't feel comfortable with leaning one way or the other, because it makes assumptions, and it sounds like a cop-out answer, but there's just something about having it not confirmed that sits right with me. Anyway, let's continue. Right, first poll. Let me get that set up, actually. Alright. Where go? Alright, do we walk over to the door? Do we walk over to the plushies? Do we walk over to the window? Start poll. Inconclusive evidence that can be interpreted either way. Scott has taught you well. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, that's just the way I feel most comfortable with it. Also, the poll is open. Vote on where you want to go. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. This is fun. This is fun. I'm having fun so far. We'll give it another few seconds. I know I said I was going to do a whole stream about this, but, like, I'm having fun. Yeah, the stream has delay. I know. Yeah. I'm trying to make it like Scott's novels in the way, like, where it's not definitive. The poll popped up when you were making it. That's funny. That's funny. All right. Oh my god, it's a three-way tie. Ah! Guys, we need a deciding vote. Someone, if you haven't voted yet. Oh no, there's only 3 people. Wow. Alright. Well, in that case, we'll do all of them. Screw it. Window. You walk over to the window. Also, we're good, right? Okay. You walk over to the window. Morning sunlight shines down into your room. You can see kids playing outside together, having fun and laughing. You wish you had friends to play with like that. Most people your age make fun of you, and the ones who do talk to you do it out of pity. It's not like you can be friends with your siblings either, considering the age gaps between the 3 of you. You turn around and look at your Fredbear plushie on the bed, and smile. You're grateful to have someone like Fredbear to help you through the hard times. Sure, he can be intense, which again is more Afton evidence, but he means well, right? Two-wheel barrel. You try opening the window, but it doesn't budge. Dad, William, requires you to keep your window locked at all times, and installed a lock mechanism on the other side of the window to prevent you from getting out. If only you had something to open it. If you have the bonus item, which we do not have. Door plushies. We'll do the plushies. You walk over to your plushies. Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and a headless Foxy sit in the corner, positioned to be looking at your bed. These are my friends, you say to yourself, trying to give yourself whatever small bit of comfort you can. Even though you're terrified of the animatronics, the characters themselves have always brought you comfort. Something about the warm, vibrant colors has always made you feel at ease. Not to mention their fun, silly antics from the cartoons you watch. You wish you could be watching TV right now, and not trapped inside your room. If only Mike was content with letting you be by yourself, rotting your brain away at the screen of the TV. Instead, he locked you in your room, also he could get a cheap laugh. You feel your eyes begin to swell up again, as you desperately try to push them back. Alas, it's no use. You crumble to the ground and retreat into a ball, letting the tears flow. Tomorrow is another day. Have you decided on a bonus item? Yes. Mask. 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 The bonus item is a mask. That's all I'll say about that. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. Because this day 2, 4 days until the party, is when you can get game overs. So we'll go through those next. Boom! You are woken from your nap by the startling sound of a loud thunderclap outside your house. You sit up to look outside your window. It's raining. Although it doesn't rain much, you always enjoy it when it does. The comforting sound of the raindrops hitting your window, combined with the smell of wet soil, makes you feel oddly at peace. Sure, you could do without the dark skies and mud, but you're able to look past those. Not to mention, when it stops raining, the bright colors of a rainbow fill the sky, along with the warmth and energy of the sun, and a brief happiness fills your heart. Oh, no, Joey, it's all good, it's all good. Parallel to Moon. That is something me and BJ discussed. How much do we want to parallel Moon.exe? You snap out of your daydream to look to your right. The door to your room is open slightly. You're a bit confused. You're not used to waking up with your door unlocked, let alone open. You always fell for the same trick Mike liked to pull. You always tried to find escape in your bedroom, which would become a nightmare when Mike would run to your door and lock it, trapping you inside. But seeing it open, even slightly, felt worse, because it was so unusual. What was Mike up to this time? You lean forward a bit, allowing you to see into the hallway. No sign of Mike, yet. You cautiously get out of bed and go to the door, peeking outside to try and find your brother. Not noticing anything threatening, you slowly exit your room, standing in the middle of the hallway. In front of you is a grandfather clock. To your left is the living room, and to your right is your sister's room. You pause for a second to decide where to go next. Choices. These choices actually mean something, so we will do a poll. Alright, chat. Do we go to the grandfather clock? Do we go to the living room? Or do we go to our sister's room? Vote in the poll. No, Joey, I'm glad you called that out. What's it called? I have the I like to call myself the grammar police for this. Believe me, I'm making sure everything's up as it should be, grammatically correct. But I do appreciate you calling that up. All right, it looks like grandfather clock is winning. We'll give it a few more seconds, see if anyone changes their mind or votes. Grandfather clock. This should be an interesting one. All right, we'll go to the grandfather clock. Yeah, okay. Grandfather clock. Getting closer to the grandfather clock, you're able to see the many scratches and markings left on it from years of use. According to Dad, this thing has been in the family for generations. You don't understand what's so special about it, though. It's literally just a big clock. As you admire the markings engraved on the hands of the clock, a loud bang from the thunder outside causes you to fall forward, knocking over the clock. It falls to the ground with a loud crash, as glass is thrown all over the carpet. One of the hands sits directly in front of you. You hear footsteps rushing to you. Mike turns the corner and looks back and forth between you and the broken clock pieces scattered across the floor. His face is painted with a sign of dread. "Garrett, Father's going to kill you." Mike's words echo through your mind, though you weren't sure if you actually heard them or not. All you could do is process the single phrase that drowned out the outside world. What have you done? Game over. It's implied, Glitch. It's implied that William kills him. This is something I thought was cool and just added. The grandfather clock being in the family for generations. We know William has an attachment to certain things, like Spring Bonnie. So I thought it would be funny if he has an attachment to a grandfather clock that Bite Victim knocks over, and it ends on an ominous note. Bite Victim's gonna die. Yeah. All right, we'll go back and do the we'll do Sister's room, because that one is cool. You turn right, entering your sister's room. The walls are a cool white, and a single window is on the wall opposite the door. Your sister's crib sits in the corner, with a chair next to it and a lamp illuminating the wall behind it. If you don't know, well, obviously you wouldn't know. I took inspiration from that one FNAF AR Mangle teaser, where Mangle is in a bedroom with a crib and blocks on the floor, almost like it's a baby's room. Obviously, that teaser is meant to call back to the Elizabeth room. Therefore, it would make sense that this is Elizabeth's room. We are seeing that in that teaser. A painting of a flower sits above the crib, and sloppy crayon drawings are hung up on the wall beside it, because she likes to draw, as we know in the movie and Fourth Closet. The room was a bright contrast to the rest of the house. It made sense, though. Mom was so excited to have another girl in the house, so she went all out in decorating. On the floor of her room are a bunch of toys scattered everywhere, blocks and plushies, but one toy stands out among the rest. It's your sister's favorite. You're honestly a little surprised she didn't bring it with her when Mom dropped her off at daycare earlier. It's gonna get turned into a pizza, bro. Alright, chat. We'll examine the toy. Leaving the room just takes us back into the hallway. So we won't do a poll. You walk towards the toy. It's a pink and white foxy that's been ripped apart by your sister's brute toddler strength. It should be a toddler, yep. You remember Uncle Hen called it Fun Time Foxy or something like that. Dad didn't really care what it was called. He was just happy to give something to your sister to keep her occupied. And to sell more toys to kids. Kids love Foxy. Except for you, apparently. As you get closer to the toy, you hear small mechanical noises coming from its inside. Hesitantly, you bring your hand towards its mouth, until, bang! Thunder from outside is accompanied by a flash of lightning from the window. I'm losing my voice. The toy is gone, and you feel a strange sense of dread come upon you. Just then, you hear a loud slam behind you. The door is shut. You rush over to try to open it, but it's locked. Was this Mike, or someone else? Mike! You exclaim fiercely. Let me out! No response. Please, Mike! You feel something small fall from the ceiling and land in your hair. You grab it and look at it. Pink and white. Looking up at the ceiling, you see the toy Foxy hanging from the light in the room. It leaps down onto your face, and the last thing you hear is what sounds like a little girl's high-pitched giggling as everything goes dark. Game over. I like this one. This is my second favorite game over. In the entire book, from what we've written so far, this is my second favorite game over. First of all, this was completely unintentional, but Funtime Foxy jumping down from the ceiling onto your face, unintentional reference to who I'd think did the Bite of 87. Yeah, and I think it's just cool. I think it's cool. I think this game over is cool. Does it make sense? No. Why would the Funtime Foxy toy kill you? I have no idea. But it's cool. It's cool nonetheless. I like this ending. Mrs. Afton characterization and My Life is Yours. Well, you'd be happy to know that BJ cooked up a cool secret ending, which is not written yet. Henry mentioned? Yeah, that was... Uncle Hen was BJ. BJ's doing. Same with calling him Hen, like Edwin. Also, calling William Dad, this is something well, BJ did it. I found a reasoning for it. Michael calls William Afton Father. Elizabeth calls William Afton Daddy. I think it makes sense if Bite Victim calls him Dad. You know, Michael calling him Father, I think, is meant to show that William instilled a sense of respect in him. He wants Michael to call him Father. Elizabeth calls him Daddy because she's, like, 5. Dad, I feel like, is a nice middle ground, where it's not as strict as Michael. But obviously it's not, same level as Daddy. Dad is a nice middle ground, which fits because me and BJ both think Bite Victim is the middle child. So him calling William Dad, I think fits perfectly. And I'm very happy with that decision. To the Hanging Mangle teaser when FNAF World was coming out? No, but I can see it as a reference to that now. Yeah, again, I love this ending. There's so much to unpack here. So much to describe. I love writing. I love writing stuff. I love explaining writing. I love it. Garrett is Edwin? True. Alright, let's go to the living room. You enter the living room. The lights are off, and the only light comes in from the window. Cautiously, you take a few steps into the room. The TV is against the wall opposite the front door. A single couch sits in front of it. See, this is... Earlier I was saying, I like to have evidence pointing for both sides. The couch in front of the TV, a single couch, like a single cushioned couch. Evidence that maybe this minigame house is the same as Midnight Motorist, but it's also could be different. When he's not tormenting you or hanging out with friends, Mike likes to sit on the couch and watch soap operas. You recently caught him watching one about a vampire and some angry woman, although he would never admit it when you asked him about it. Surely if Mike was here, he would have scared you by now, right? You take a few more steps into the dark. You figure you have the house to yourself for once. Maybe you can finally catch up on Fredbear and Friends? One of the few good things about Mike was that he taught you how to record episodes in case you missed them, so you can watch them later. This was a detail added by BJ, which fits for the time period because VCR recording was invented in, I think, sometime in the 1970s. This is 1983, so VCR recording makes sense. Reference to Sister Location. Yep, you got it. You got it. The soap opera is The Immortal and the Restless, Season 1. We do not have the bonus item, so we will try to watch TV. Walking up to the TV, you go to turn it on when, bang! Mike jumps out from behind the TV, accompanied by the loud, startling sound of thunder. You couldn't see his face, since he was wearing the same bright red Foxy mask that he won at Fall Fest a few years ago. He loves Foxy, and he knows how much you don't, so he usually wears that mask whenever he decides to torment you. This was a detail added by BJ. I really like that. Ha ha! Mike exclaims while pointing and laughing at you. You should have seen the look on your face! As he continues laughing, you remain on the floor, curled up in a ball. The tears begin to flow as you listen to the rain get louder and louder. Tomorrow is another day. Oh, thank you, Glitch. Thank you, Glitch. Too kind. You're too kind. I guess we're just. I'm just gonna. We won't. We'll see. We'll see. We'll just keep going. We'll keep going. You guys are enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. We'll just keep going. You lay on the 3 days until the party. You lay on the ground, curled up in a ball and crying. He left without you. The comforting voice of your Fredbear plushie speaks to you. He knows that you hate it here. You are right beside the exit. If you run, you can make it. Hurry, run towards the exit. You wipe away the tears that are running down your cheeks and stand up. You know what he's saying is true, but at the same time, you know you don't have the strength to get out on your own. Right? Alright. This is where we start to get into the branching. Also, if you notice, there's no items other than the bonus item. This is intentional. I'm not good at keeping track of items. Coming up with, choices and stuff is fine. Implementing items is a whole other beast, so didn't even dare do that. Alright, chat, where are we going? Are we going to try to make a run to the exit? Are we going to look for help? Or are we going to find another way out? Right, those are the options? Yes. Alright, chat. Which one are we doing? You'd buy this if it was a real book? Thank you. Yeah, I don't even know what items there would be. Maybe a flashlight, but I don't know what that would be used for. Alright, make a run to the exit has 1 vote. Yeah, his plushies. But, again, without spoiling the secret route, there are items that you would collect. Actually, never mind. I won't say that, because we're still in the planning stages of the secret ending. Are we going to go and read the FNAF 4 well, this is the FNAF 4 interactive novel. Or also Sister Location? I don't know. Honestly, I'm just going with the flow. Alright, we're finding another way out. If you try to find another way out, click here. 6, 7. There has to be another way out. You look around the diner and come across a small, dark hallway. Gathering all your courage, you enter the hallway. The hallway has many doors leading to places you can only imagine. One of the doors has several yummy smells coming from it. That must be the kitchen. Soon enough, you spot a big gray door with a sign on it. The sign is too high up for you to read, but you hope it says exit. Directly across from the door are large red double doors. You hear sounds coming from that room, although you can't make out what they are. Could this be the exit? After all, the doors to enter the diner are red, so surely the doors to exit the diner are red too. Yeah. That is... Glitch, I'm glad you called that out. I do think that's something we're going to go back and do, is add more description to Fredbear's. Because right now, it's kind of minimal. Alright, chat. Which door are we going through? Are we going through the red doors? Or are we going through the singular gray door? Which one are we doing, chat? The red double doors? Or the gray door? The Jack-O-Animatronics should be different suits made for Halloween. If Scott wasn't a coward, and he didn't call them non-canon, that's what they would be. Red doors are winning. Red doors it is. If you go through the red doors, click here. You push open the double doors, expecting to be met with rays of sunshine shining down onto your face. Instead, you're met with another room. A smaller room, with a few tables and monitors. In the center of the room are two figures being illuminated by a very dim, flickering light. One of the figures is tall, but that's about the only thing you can make out. The rest of him is covered in darkness. The other figure, however, is bulkier, almost too bulky for any normal human. Just then, the tall man grabs something large and places it on the head of the bulky figure. You squint, and it almost looks like bunny ears. It's the FNAF 4 Easter egg! It's the Easter egg of William suiting up the guy. The double red doors, they're the same doors that you can see behind. You guys want the Easter egg route? I respect it, I respect it. You gulp, and the bunny figure turns around and looks at you. Its eyes glow a menacing white, and it begins to walk towards you. Your eyes widen as you force yourself out of the room. You manage to duck into the kitchen and hope it doesn't follow you. Hiding behind a counter, you watch as the door swings open and the rabbit walks in. It slowly moves around the kitchen, trying to find you. You put your hands over your mouth, not daring to make a sound and draw attention to yourself. This is a reference to the FNAF 2 movie, with Charlotte in the kitchen with Spring Bonnie. Although, it's not William in Spring Bonnie, but that plays into it, as I'll explain once we're done. That's when you spot it. The sink. If you can turn the sink on, maybe that will draw the rabbit's attention, and you can sneak out. Carefully and quietly, you make your way to the sink. You spot the rabbit's reflection in the oven, and watch as it opens up cabinets looking for you. You crawl on the disgusting floor, and you're pretty sure you crush a roach on your way to the sink. After what feels like an eternity, you make it to the sink. It's now or never. You stand up and reach for the sink, but the rabbit grabs you by the shoulder. Without thinking, you grab the sprayer and turn the knobs on the sink, spraying water at the rabbit. It falls to the floor, soaked in water and some other liquid you can't quite make out, before twitching and convulsing. You turn the water off and put the sprayer back. The rabbit stops moving. You stand there in shock, not completely aware of what just happened. Whatever it was, it couldn't have been good. Just then, you see the figure of a man standing in the doorway of the kitchen. It's the same man from earlier. He steps into the kitchen, and you're able to make out who it is. It's Dad. You run over to him, frantically explaining everything and apologizing. He grabs you by the shoulders, and you're able to get a good look at his face. He's smiling? "Oh, son," he says before pulling you in for a hug. "You were always my favorite." Game over. This is my favorite game over. And BJ's. Lil bro got spring locked. Yep. I think this ending's cool. Maybe I'm gonna go back and add a route where you don't kill him and you just escape, but I like this ending. I really like this ending. It expands on the Easter egg from FNAF 4, you know? And Spring Bonnie's not trying to kill him here. He's literally just trying to find Bite Victim so he can get him back out into the dining area. Bite Victim doesn't know that. He's a scared child, so he tries to, cause a distraction. Spring Bonnie catches him. Out of fear, he sprays water at him, which inadvertently trips the spring locks, kills the guy inside, who's just some teen. William comes in, sees that his son has murdered someone, and he's proud. Garrett's out for blood. Yeah. Maybe he wouldn't pull him in for a hug, but I do like that line. You were always my favorite. I like this ending. I like this ending a lot. Yeah, alright. We'll do the other route now. Restart. So we try to find another way out. We'll go through the gray door this time. You decide to go through the gray door. After all, it can't be worse than being in a dark hallway where you're probably not supposed to be anyway. So what's the worst that could happen? Pushing the door open and stepping inside, you're met with multiple shelves full of animatronic parts and shells. Various prototypes and spare heads stare back at you, like you're an intruder in their home. This is definitely not the exit. This is the room from the Night 4 minigame where he's trapped in the closet. You turn around to leave the room, but the door is shut behind you. You try pulling the handle, but it's stuck. Hey! You exclaim. I'm trapped in here! Yelling is pointless. No one can hear you over the sound of animatronics on stage. You wish you had your Fredbear plushie here with you. He would know what to do. He always knows what to do. He would have known which door to go through, and he would know how to get you out of this room. You look around the room to try to find another way out, and spot a giant vent in the upper right corner. There's a shelf directly below it, so you figure you could use that to get inside. But at the same time, you're already somewhere you're not supposed to be. Why risk getting lost in a big, scary vent system? Maybe it's just better to make as much noise as possible. That way someone can hear you and come let you out. Yeah. We'll do a poll. Alright, chat. Oops, that's my YouTube channel. Subscribe if you haven't. Alright, chat. 2 options this time. Are we going through the vent, or are we going to make noise? What if there is another option, but you cause this employee's death either way? So bite victim punches Spring Bonnie, causing the locks to trigger. I can see that. I do like the idea of having another option there. Everyone said vent. Okay. Okay. Climbing onto the shelf, you grab a nearby screwdriver and unscrew the vent door. It comes loose, and you're able to throw it to the ground. You take a deep breath before climbing inside. It's dark and claustrophobic, 2 of your worst fears. But it's either this, or starve to death waiting for someone to rescue you, so you'll take your chances. After crawling for what feels like an eternity, you finally hear sounds. Music. The same music you heard in the dining area. You must be close. Coming around a corner, you see light coming through another vent opening. You look through the holes, and see the dining area. You try pounding on the door to get it to open, but it's no use. And we can't open it from the other side. Not long after, the music stops, and the crowd of kids and adults disperses. One figure catches your attention, however. Mike! He's talking to an employee, but you can't quite make out what they're saying. You crawl back through the vents to take a listen, and you're able to catch the last part of their conversation. Just trying to find my brother and bring him home. Have you seen him? The employee pauses before answering. Nah, man, haven't seen anyone like that around here. Want to go check the security cameras? Mike nods as he and the employee leave. You watch through a tiny crack as they head off in a different direction, as you feel your tears begin to swell up. It's been such a rough day. You're tired and just want to go home. You want to see your Fredbear plushie and have your birthday party and just be done with everything. You begin to start sobbing when the vent begins to shift. The weight of your body is too much for this thing to hold. Before you know it, the vent gives way, and you start falling to the dining area below. Your scream catches the attention of everyone who is leaving, and they all turn around to see you fall. The last thing you see before you hit the ground is your brother. He was walking with the employee, but now both have turned around to see you. A look of complete fear and shock fills his face. You question in your last moments if maybe he really did care for you. If maybe his teasing and bullying were just a way to cover up a deep care he has for you in his heart. A smile fills your face as your body hits the cold floor, and everything goes black. Game over. Proper characterization of Mike? Yes. Yes, that is one thing that this ending... That's something this ending I really wanted... Me and BJ both wanted to do, is have a game over. Bite victim's about to die, right? He's done for. But he sees Mike, and we see that Mike cares for him. He doesn't want bite victim to get hurt. He didn't intend for the bite to kill him. So that's something I think this ending does well, is show that Michael does care for his brother. Yeah, he does care for him, you know. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'll go back, Nightmare Freddy. A reference to the Jackal animatronics and Shadow Freddy being Nightmare. I don't know how I would do Nightmare, just because this is supposed to be before the Nightmares. But I'll see what I can do with the Jackos. Maybe like a reference to them. Yes, exactly, Glitch. They're still family. They're still family. Joey likes this ending. Good, good, good. Alright, now we are going to make noise. We're going to make noise. As much noise as possible. You determine it's not worth getting lost in a maze of vents, and instead decide to do what any normal kids your age do, make lots of noise. Grabbing a piece of metal from a nearby table, you start banging on the door, hoping someone will hear you. You pour all your remaining energy into the hits. Every blow to the door feels like a large gust of wind hitting your body, but you carry on. You recall all the times Mike had teased you for being weak, for not fighting back when he would give you noogies. If only he could see you now. You've been at it for a while now, and the door is starting to dent. If you can't get anyone's attention, maybe you can break the door down instead. You wish you had super strength. That way you could just punch the door down instead. If you had the powers of Superman, you could just tap the door with one of your fingers, and it would go flying across the hall, and you would be free. Superman did exist in 1983. I double-checked that with the movie. Well, as long as there's no kryptonite in the room with you. You're exhausted, but close. You can feel it. One more good hit should do it. You wind up your arms like you're about to hit a baseball with a bat. It's like this. 3, 2, 1. You swing at the door, and it makes a loud noise. You hear something break as a screw comes flying out of the wall. You look up, only to find a shelf has come unhinged. A giant robotic head comes flying down at you. If only you hadn't used all your energy trying to break down the door, then maybe you'd be able to move out of the way in time for it not to crush your head. If only you were Superman. Game over. Bite victim gets crushed by an animatronic head. So no matter what you do, no matter which option you choose here, to try to find another way out, no matter what you do, doing the try to find another way out option leads to death. Maybe we're going to change that, I don't know. But yeah, this route kills you 100% of the time. Yeah, Nightmare Freddy, that's a good idea. Old Halloween suits made before Halloween. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that is a terrible way to go. Alright. Another poll. This time, do we run to exit or do we find Dad? We know where William is now. Question is, will bite victim find him? And spoiler alert, there's only one route of these three that progresses you. You'll just have to wait and see which one it is. Alright, run to the exit has 1 vote. I think we're doing that one. Alright, we're doing that one. Yeah, reference to the Jackos. I'll try and squeeze that in there. It was exit, right? Run to the exit. Your Fredbear plushie's words echo in your mind as you gather the courage to make it to the exit on your own. You take a deep breath and put one foot in front of the other. Before you know it, you're speed walking to the exit. Freedom is so close. You can practically feel the sunlight beaming down onto your skin. Just a few more steps. Almost there.
Where do you think you're going?
A loud booming voice startles you from behind. You turn around to see Fredbear looming over you. He's holding a microphone in one hand and a slice of pizza in another. Oh no. You knew this would happen. Why did you think this was a good idea?
You can't leave yet. Me and my pal Bonnie are about to start the show.
You can feel your heart beat against your chest. Do we run past him to the exit, or do we run back into the dining area? If we try to run past him to the exit. Yeah. All right, chat. Do we run past Fredbear, or do we turn around? This is not a reference, but this in the minigames is the person in the Fredbear costume who blocks the way out in the Night 3 minigame. Run past, okay. We are going to try to run past him. You've already made it this far. No turning back now. You can already hear your Fredbear plushie shouting at you to turn back around and get help, but your mind is set on escaping. You turn back around and start to speed walk out the door, when you suddenly feel a giant cold giant hand grab your arm. You turn back around to find Fredbear leaning down and staring at you.
Didn't you hear what I said?
He exclaims. As you stare up at him, you spot something in his mouth. Are those human eyes? You feel your skin turn pale white as everything goes dark. So in this ending, Bite Victim sees the person wearing the Fredbear costume, mistakes that for something, probably a murder, and he passes out. Maybe he doesn't die in this ending, but it's a game over nonetheless. Bite Victim faints because he sees what he thinks is a dead person inside of Fredbear. He thinks he's going to get eaten. Kick him in the shins and run. Good idea. Alright, now we're going to run back to the dining area. You run back to the dining area and hide under a table. You watch as Fredbear slowly walks off towards a family sitting at a table opening presents. That was too close. Your Fredbear plushie is now behind you, and its white eyes stare up at you. It's too late. Hurry, the other way, and find someone who will help. You know what will happen if he catches you. Suddenly, you burst into tears. You were so close. You were practically free. But you were also almost caught. Find someone who will help, your Fredbear plushie repeats. He's right. You tried being brave before, and look where that got you. Right back where you started. You need to find Dad. I'll get rid of that one. Just because you don't have to find Dad. You can try to find the other way out. Yeah. So this just brings us back to the other two options. Try to find Dad. Huh. You have to find someone. You have to find Dad. He'll be able to get you out of here. Looking around the diner, you spot a door that leads behind the stage. It seems to be a room for staff, as there is a big "Keep Out" sign next to the door. You begin to make your way towards the stage when your Fredbear plushie speaks to you once again. "No!" he exclaims, in an almost desperate tone. "Don't you remember what you saw? The exit is the other way. Hurry and leave." So that transition is a little rough between the route we were just on and this, because this is the same route as trying to find Dad, so you wouldn't get that dialogue normally. He's right. You look up at the massive animatronics on stage. It almost looks like they're looking back down at you. You look back to the door next to the stage. There's something about the room that draws you to it, despite your plushie's words. True, Nightmare Freddy. True. Foreshadowing. We do not have the bonus item, so we will not be going into that room next to the stage. Let's try to run past. You can find help if you can get past them. You have to be strong. Your Fredbear plushie is now encouraging you to get past the animatronics. So, interestingly, if you notice in the last scene, the Fredbear plush magically appeared under the table Bite Victim was at. Now, he's encouraging Bite Victim based off of what Bite Victim is thinking. He thinks, I have to get past the stage. Fredbear is now saying, you have to be strong to get past them. Maybe he's a figment of Bite Victim's imagination. I don't know. You can do this. Coming out from beneath the table, you take a breath and count to 20 before you start walking towards the door. You're almost there, when all of a sudden, you catch a glimpse of Fredbear on stage. He has his arm extended outwards, like he's trying to grab you. His music starts glitching out. His eyes roll to the back of his head. "Ah, dang it," a nearby employee exclaims. "That's the third time this week the show's frozen up." For a moment, you are frozen in place, before the fear finally catches up to you. You weren't brave enough to find help. You're just a scared little boy. Tomorrow is another day. The end of day 3. 2 days... Oh, sorry, phone. 2 days until the party. Left alone at Fredbear's. Again. He hates you. You have to get up. You can get out this time, but you have to hurry. The words of your Fredbear plushie are encouraging, but are they enough? They weren't enough yesterday. But tomorrow is another day, or at least that's what he tells you. How can tomorrow be another day if it feels like a never-ending nightmare? Enough. Yesterday was different. Today will be different. You can get out this time, but you have to hurry. No, Joey, I did not. I actually didn't. I knew voices glitched, but I didn't know the eyes rolled back. Happy little accident. All right, chat. Do we make a run for the exit or stay where we are? We're currently underneath the table crying, because that's how the minigame starts. Do we run to the exit, or do we stay put? I'm having fun. This is fun. Stay put. Interesting, interesting. Exit, exit, exit. Oh, it's 50-50. We'll run. No, we won't. We'll stay where we are. You take a good look at the stage. The animatronics are deactivated, as the shows for the day are done. Maybe they can't hurt you if they're asleep, you think to yourself. Maybe, if you can get a good look at them, you can overcome your fears. You begin to walk towards the stage, each step feeling like a wave of reassurance and comfort upon your mind. The cool breeze from outside pushes you forward. Once you reach the stage, you stare up at the animatronics. They look almost peaceful asleep. You wonder if animatronics have dreams, and if they do, then what they're about. You wonder if they have nightmares about performance malfunctions or evil patrons, or being terrorized by their older evil animatronic brothers. Just then, as you're admiring the animatronics, Spring Bonnie comes to life. You stumble backwards as your heart begins beating out of your chest. You fall backwards into a table, with your head hitting a sharp corner. As you bleed out, you hope someone will come rushing over to save you. But alas, the only comfort you have in your final moments are 2 giant mechanical animals, and it doesn't look like either of them are coming off the stage anytime soon. Game over. Yeah, so in that ending, Bite Victim confronts the animatronics to try to, get over his fears, but Spring Bonnie springs to life, and Bite Victim gets scared, bangs his head against the corner of a table, and bleeds out to death. He cracked his skull open. Womp womp. Alright. We'll go a little bit longer, because now we're starting to get into the areas that aren't fully polished. Gathering all your strength, courage, and stamina, you bolt out the red double doors, and are instantly hit with golden rays of sunshine on your face. Oops. Freedom! The cool midday air hits your face as you step out into the parking lot of Fredbear's Family Diner. The distant hum of traffic is a welcome sound after having to hear the loud noise of "the secret ingredient is you" all day. If you don't know, "The Secret Ingredient Is You" is the song that was playing during the Big Bite in the week before. As you exit the diner, a kid with a toy rabbit approaches you. A lot of references to the Bite. 7 to 10 minutes. Yeah, after we will do these 2 options and then we'll stop. Let's ignore the kid. That link does not work. You ignore the kid, walking right past them. Right now, the only thing you want to do is go home and rest. Your head feels heavy, your thoughts slow, like the day has been pressing down on you. As you make your way through the parking lot of Fredbear's Family Diner, you notice one of your shoes is untied. You stop to tie it, unaware of the car speeding through the parking lot. For a split second, everything freezes. You can't make out the driver, just a vague shape behind the wheel, and a sudden, unmistakable look of shock spreading across their face, as they realize they're going too fast to stop. You don't even have time to move out of the way. In that moment, you realize you no longer have a fear of animatronics. Rather, you have a fear of cars. Too bad you won't live long enough for Mike to bully you about it. Game over. Look, I wanted to include a lot more silly deaths in this, like Return to the Pit. I was talked out of it, but I had to include a reference to Return to the Pit with Bite Victim getting hit by a car. I had to do it. It's Return to the Pit all over again. Yep, I had to do it. 50 more car endings? You got it. I had to do it. I had to do it. I had to do it. Alright, let's talk to the kid. You stop and talk to the kid. After all, maybe you two could become friends. The kid smiles and holds up the rabbit. Where's your plush toy? The kid asks you. Mine is Spring Bonnie. My daddy says I have to be careful with him, or I will pinch my finger. He's a finger trap, he says. You think about showing the kid your Fredbear plushie, but decide not to. If the kid found out your plushie was your only friend, they might think you're weird, like all the other kids do. Not to mention, there's the issue of not knowing where your Fredbear plushie is. It always seems to appear at random where you least expect it. You never really thought much of it, and just assumed you were bad at remembering where you last put him. I don't have a plush toy, you respond. The kid looks at you like you're crazy. What? They exclaim. Everyone has a plush toy. You put your head down and continue walking. Yeah, well, not everyone. You mumble beneath your breath as you begin your walk home. We're going to stop there. There is more. Now we're into like the parts that BJ wrote. I don't know if he'd feel comfortable with me sharing them yet. I wrote most of everything up there, so that's I can share that. I don't care. I don't know. But there is a cool game over on this route. I don't know. Chat, do we keep going? Do we keep going, chat? Do we keep going? I feel like I shouldn't. I'm not gonna do the Sister Location interactive novel today. I'll save that for next stream. Little cliffhanger. Yeah. Okay. We'll end it right there. Boop. That was fun. That was really fun. That was fun. Thank you guys for going through that with me. That was really fun. I really enjoyed that. Oh, you guys want me to keep going? No, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. Plus, I am losing my voice. Next stream, you guys have given me the courage to do this. Next stream, we will go through my Sister Location interactive novel. We will go through that. We'll do the same thing where we do polls and I read it out loud. We'll do that. It'll be peak. I had a lot of fun. Thank you guys for that. Thank you guys so much for that. I will try to stream tomorrow so we can do it then, because I had a lot of fun. And it was nice seeing your guys' reaction. You know, that's something that a lot of people take for granted. Like, it's just fun to see people's reactions to stuff and seeing how positive you guys were. Like, thank you. Thank you so much. I had a lot of fun, and it's because of you guys. Next week or two. Tomorrow, if not tomorrow, next week. Yeah, that was fun. So tomorrow, we visit the Sister Location. we do that. It's going to be great. Thank you guys so much for showing up, interacting with the polls. That was fun. If you guys have any final thoughts, I'm going to end it here. Yeah, I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Probably shouldn't do it with this hand because I'm right-handed, but